What's going on, everybody? Alright, I'm going to show you guys a quick trick and how to remove rust blemish. If the camera will zoom in. I'm still back on my phone. Camera's broken. Still have to spend money and get a new camera. But, yep, so here's the rust bleed that everybody usually gets on their cars. And this comes from the rubber seal that has the metal underlayment under the rubber seal to hold it in place. But as you can see, it gets pretty bad. I already ripped all the seals out. Actually, if you've seen some of the build videos, I think it's one of the last videos I just uploaded. I show how bad these seals actually were. I already did this one. Actually, I was editing the video, and the video actually I lost the video. So, I'm redoing the video, actually. So, but back to it. So, you guys get this rust bleed. It's actually really fine pieces of metal, and that's what your eyes are seeing. That's why even just like rubber can pull some of it off. So you can see there's like almost like flakes coming off. And then another thing is, as you can see, the total color difference. This is actually all overspray. It was in my shop and got a lot of paint spray over the car because we didn't drape it. So, I have to clean the whole car, as you can see. But there are spots as right here. And I see some of my guys have rubbed shit against the car. And this is a rubber glove. And if you know, the rubber glove trick works too. But you gotta make sure the surface is really clean. As you can see, it's not coming off very well. The trick that I use is Nevr-Dull. You can see the total differences in the paint. So, this stuff works wonders. And I mean, this stuff is on here. I mean, you can see how bad. Look at all the different colors of paint that are on the car. It's really bad. And if we go down here, look at my piece of shit wheels. Look at how nasty those are. The wheels are gonna be for junk or for sale, so if you guys are interested, they will be for sale. Only reason I'm selling them is because they're too small. I want one size bigger. I want 18s, and I have to drill this lug nut out. I know how to countersink and tap them out to where actually I don't fuck with the bevel of the rim. So, but as you guys can see, these are some pretty gross rims. So, but stuff I use is Nevr-Dull. Stuff's great. I'm almost out of it anyway, so it's just shredded wool. And I just grab it, peel out, tear off what comes off, and then I'll consolidate it as I need it. But this shit works great. Rust now. Rust will be gone very soon. Don't apply too much pressure, or you will scratch your paint. Just like rubbing compounds, they say you need to clean the pad off every body panel or every 4 square feet on your car. You want to clean the pads, or you're just going to rub the paint around. Me, as you can see, as you watch carefully, I've got a rhythm to this, but I slowly turn the pad like I just did there. I'm always flipping the pad. And just be gentle. You don't have to be aggressive. Have some patience, and your patience will pay off. This stuff works awesome. I mean, it's the best stuff I've ever used. As you can see, this rust is all dissipating and disappearing. This is all from bad window seals, so let me show you guys. But make sure you're very diligent in following and making sure you clean off everything as you go. Your patience, like I said, will pay off, and this does wonders. I mean, I do it on all my customers' cars, that if I do some work on it or whatever, and like the aluminum looks bad on the engine bay or something, and they're saying, well, I just want to replace it because I think it looks bad, so it's going to look dirty in my engine compartment. I tell them, don't worry about it, I'll clean it up, I'll make it look good. I'll make it look close to new. But as you can see, I slowly flip the rag around as I'm uncovering stuff. So I'm going to stop with that because I need to get a vacuum and clean off the rest of that shit. But as you can see, it pulls everything off real nicely. And then we'll go to, yeah, those nasty little spots which I was telling you about. And just go lightly. And my trick is I go by sound. If you hear it, it's still there. I mean, this stuff works great. Here's our scuff in the door. Bliggity blam, look at that. Takes very little to do. Very, 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 very little to do. Oh, here's another one right down here. But I'm not even using any pressure. I mean, if I let up anymore, I'm gonna drop the rag. Look at that. Those are actual scratches in the paint. But, I mean, you get, here's all your little door scuffs. Usually clean most of them off. And then when I see things like this, they're usually a little piece of metal. But other than that, this stuff works great. And here's a scratch that is now officially disappearing. Here's another one. There's actually a bunch of them right here. And I don't use very much pressure. I'm just buffing it. Just gonna buff the car, don't be aggressive with it. I mean, the more aggressive you are, the more likely you're just able to tear up the paint. I mean, I just lightly buff it all out. There's a lot of scratches in the paint right here. Bought the car and it had some body damage, so car goes in for body work, but this stuff works great. And actually, oh, we got something right here, and I think that's actually, yeah, that's just, expose those scratches. Yeah, it's a scratch on the paint there. But like all your key marks, your keys are actually brass. So you just left a bunch of brass scratches. So this will get all the brass key scratches. And then, once you're done with that, sorry guys, drop the microfiber rag. Go along, wipe it off once, make your first pass so you don't rub anything into the paint, and then buff. Look at that. Almost absolutely no more rust. Nice and clean. No video chopping or editing. I'm not gonna edit this video whatsoever. Look at that. No more key scratches. We'll go back here to where our scuffs in the door handle are. Let's wipe this down. Get on an angle so you guys can see I didn't scratch the paint. This stuff does dry, so just make sure when it starts getting like cloudy, as you can see, it started getting cloudy there. Well, look at that. No scratches from me. I've done this whole section right here. I'm slowly working along, but you can see I've done the windows. I did the top half. I started doing the roof. I mean, this stuff just works great. I mean, actually, I've used it in my engine compartment, along the hood line. I mean, the two real cleaners I really only use, actually there's three. And that's Nevr-Dull 409 and Turtle Wax Tire Shine. And then I usually use like Meguiar's Body Wax for the actual finish. But I mean, any little scratches I got or imperfections I had in the engine compartment here, little Nevr-Dull, gone. Here's the aluminum. This aluminum has 200,000 plus miles on it. It all came out looking like it was brand new. I mean, all the fittings look great. So, that's just where one of the clamps goes, so can't clean that one up as much. But yeah, Nevr-Dull works great. I do recommend this to a lot of people. Nevr-Dull is one of the best cleaning products I've ever had. For chrome, holy Christ, I'll show you guys some chrome. I know it's a long video, guys. Stick with me for a second here. I'm not going to edit, or this is not edited or chopped or cropped or whatever. I'm going to show you guys real time. This is me speaking in the actual video because you can hear the tin going. So here's those nasty rims. Not so great. So, little Nevr-Dull. Like I said, listen to it with your ear. Once you hear the scratching and scuffy noise all go away, you're good and clean. So let me get some of this other stuff cleaned up. I did these wheels once before when I first got the Jeep. I wanted to see how nice they would look on the Jeep if I put some rugged tires or some nice drag radials on this thing. This Jeep does have quite a bit of power to it now. It is a sleeper, so this Jeep is not going to have all these goodies all over it and make it look like it's actually fast. It's either you're going to race it or you just gonna know. Once my wife takes off from the light, you'll know. Or if your windows are open, you'll hear her idling, because this thing is mean. Ooh, here's some nasty spots of the rim. But I'm just going to do certain spots. Did this one. Oh yeah, that's the chip in the wheel from when the drill bit fell. Stuff works great. Careful on certain plastic chromes though. If it's a cheap, not trying to be knocking any country, but man, China, they do a lot for us, but then again, they do give us a lot of their crap. They give it back, so careful on the cheap China chromes. The Nevr-Dull will eat the shit out of the chrome and bring it down to the actual bronze finish. So let me just give this stuff a nice little clean up real quick. Like I said, I just doing a couple spots just to show you guys how much of a difference this stuff works and how much it's worth spending less than $10 for, man, maybe 3 years supply. If you have one vehicle or two vehicles that you have a bit of chrome on that you want to keep clean, this stuff is great. I buy it at O'Reilly's. I get it for like, I think like $7.99 or $8.99. But I'm here in Illinois, and I go to a Crooked County O'Reilly's, which means it's in Cook County. So I get to pay the good old Cook County sales tax. So, but yeah, check it out. Definitely does make a difference. I missed a section. How did I do that? Those wheels definitely pop. So, see how nice it comes out? What's up, everybody? But yeah, it's the stuff I recommend. Nevr-Dull.